Good morning, good evening. This is Yonks with the TheDAOHack, and we have a very special live stream today. We are hanging out with the Opolis Employment Commons. So I'm going to kick it over to you, Joshua, and you can introduce whoever will be driving the conversation here today.
Oh, sure. Yeah, our Chief Executive Steward, John Paller, is the driver. Take it away, Mr. Buffcorn.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. All right, so welcome everybody. I guess so we're sort of experimenting with making sure that we get a broad stream and diverse sort of reach around and our Board of Stewards activities. Most of that, of course, is just to create transparency for the community, and we're broadcasting from Zoom, but rebroadcasting in various channels to make sure that everybody has access, or they can find this when they need it or they want it. So every week we'll have an agenda where we'll run through some administrative updates, product updates, community updates, and then I'll do like a founders update, and then we'll do a legal update. So it's a standard frame. Of course, you're always welcome to chime in the Discord if there's any questions that you have ahead of time that you'd like addressed at the Board of Stewards call or the community call. And yeah, we're just going to continue to do this ongoingly. So I won't do any founders update stuff right now. I'll wait till my turn. So without further ado, why don't we jump into the administrative trustee update with Eddie Pastor, who is the Chief Finance Steward of the Opolis Trustee. Eddie?
Yeah, hi everyone. I have to pardon my voice. I have a slight cold here. So so to recap, if you weren't on the last call, the first pay cycle in January, we processed $830,000 worth of payroll, hitting 3 new epochs, getting to epoch 16. So for tomorrow's payroll, we onboarded some additional folks with a start date of January, but their first payroll is tomorrow. So they have some additional prorated wages and things. But that total is expected to hit $1.075 million in payroll volume. So that is resulting in us passing a record number of epochs, 5 epochs in one payroll.
Nice.
Bringing us from epoch 16 to epoch 21. So our
5 epochs?
5
Let me make sure I heard that.
5 epochs in a single pay cycle.
Wow,
yeah.
I thought it was 4 and I was like ecstatic.
Yep.
5?
Are you sure? You're sure?
It was looking really close to 1.05 million, but then we got some additional bonuses coming in and some additional prorated wages. Folks were adjusting payroll. So I'm pretty confident we're going to hit over the 1,050,000, like 99% confidence. But that will that's unless someone decides to cancel and want a refund or something crazy like that. So yeah, we're looking at 5 epochs.
That's incredibly fortuitous in terms of how we restructured a couple board meetings ago the way the token distribution works, because it actually timed up perfectly. The February 1st timed up with the hitting the 1,050,000.
Perfectly, yeah. So
yeah, isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Yeah. So now the goal is much harder, right? It's 10%. So it's more than double what it was prior to February 1st.
Just for clarity for the community here, originally the epochs were spaced out by 50K or 5%, whichever's greater. And obviously, if you do the math at 1 million in PCPV, it becomes 5%. But we did increase the difficulty to 10%. So that means we have to grow more significantly. Now, the community growth goals, which we'll talk about in community, are still 20% month over month. So that it's still aggressive. I mean, in terms of rewards and the generousness of the payroll mining toward members. So it's still well over rewarding, still what we consider early rewards. So in any case, just wanted to give some context to that. Yep. Go ahead, Eddie.
Yep, sure. So now we're on Epoch 21, and our total membership count is 228. So just so everyone knows, be expecting to receive some tokens tomorrow for the last pay cycle. And then you will have about a week to stake. And then shortly after that, we'll be doing it all over again. So look for the announcement. You should be receiving an email.
Have we figured out exactly how we're going to do the subsequent epochs? Are they all going to, because we're the people who are receiving tokens for 13 to 16 are going to have, you're saying the 13 to 16 is going to have 1 week to stake.
And then as long as they get in, there's going to be there's going to be another distribution for the 21st the following week. So as long as they get in the staking week, then
so we're going to snapshot the 21st on the 28th then?
Yes.
Okay. I'll produce a Medium post for this.
Great. All right. And then I'm sure membership will have an update for February, but I can tell you the real numbers we've got now are 24 members who have completed onboarding so far. And we've got, some time here still. So lastly,
for February, you mean?
February, that's right. Sorry. My head cold. So last on my agenda here is just an announcement about W-2s and taxes. So W-2s are they're in the mail tomorrow. And then next week, we will be sending an email to every member that will contain all of the payroll data in an Excel file. So you can use that for your tax records. And that's it for the admin side.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Eddie. Cool, so let's jump right into product. Bill Warren is our technology and product steward. So every week we'll do updates on product and sort of product roadmaps, integrations. We're working on API development and even rebuilding a lot of the tech now that we're sort of at a different maturity stage. It's not uncommon to see a lot of sort of, just rebuilding of certain core components just to make them easier. UX is being updated, et cetera, but I'll let Bill give the details. Bill?
I'm actually going to pass it to Ian since I still don't have my voice.
Oh, yeah, you still have your voice. All right, everybody send good vibes to Bill. Unfortunately, he got COVID from his son. So he is feels good, but we're not going to make him talk. So Ian, why don't you take the floor, my man?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I don't have my video configured for a Zoom live stream yet. So Bill can be the record and I can be the voice today. So this is my first one of these. Yeah, as John alluded to, we are growing quickly. We want to continue to grow quickly, doing more than $1 million a month. So that just requires a certain level of, I would say, care and redundancy on the engineering standpoint. So the phrase that I use a lot internally is that we're moving from a project. Opolis was a very successful project. Now it needs to be a product with reach and scope and longevity, and particularly as a payroll provider, it just needs to be set it and forget it and just 100% reliable. So we're moving from our existing infrastructure provider to a mostly AWS-centered system. We're moving to, I'd say, industry standard, professional grade technologies and platforms. We're using Kubernetes. We're going to have a lot more scalability. We are rewriting parts of the system to be more strongly typed. We're always going forward with a mind towards testing and metrics, and our general approach right now is we're just trying to figure out what's painful for our members, what's painful is part of our internal process, and just really apply the tech to alleviate the pain in the highest leverage way possible. Our team has grown a lot in the last quarter. We have an excellent front-end person who is really excited about accessibility and usability, and is helping us out with a lot of reusable Opolis components. Those will be kind of like Lego bricks, so we can build a lot more friendly member facing pages more often. Yeah, I think that's probably about the scope of the update. Unless I should go more into anything else, please let me know.
Thanks, Ian. Appreciate you. And just to give a proper introduction, Ian is our lead technology lead. So he works very closely with Bill as Bill's framing the product roadmap, even working with Bill on the product roadmap. And then he leads the development team on day-to-day execution. So we're very stoked to have had his contribution increase over the last quarter as well, just from a time and attention standpoint. So that's wonderful, wonderful stuff. So,
oh, and introduction / gentle reminder, my pronoun is they.
Oh, correct.
It's okay.
Thank you for the reminder.
I didn't update it in the name on the Zoom yet either.
All right. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ian. We will move into community.
Cool. Thanks, John. So I said I wanted to focus more on the coalition and a little bit on the token. I just want to give a shout out to our top referrers, these great partners some of whom have been with us since the beginning and some who are newer partners. Either way, I'm excited about it. Badger has referred 11. Our newest big kid on the block is Bankless, which is about to hit 30. They're at 29 referrals. Brain Trust, which is we're starting to form a bigger partnership with them. Had their first person start. We had a couple coming through BAF, the Blockchain Acceleration Foundation. ETH Denver keeps referring, but those punks haven't created a coalition account yet, so we don't know where to send their tokens, and I'm not really sure who to talk to about that problem. FIO Protocol, Gitcoin, MakerDAO, Olympus DAO is also a new one. They've started to accelerate their onboarding. They've been a great partner. 3 have started already, and a few more in the pipeline. Raid Guild sent over a few more, and Shapeshift DAO has had an increasing number of folks. It's going to be a race between Shapeshift DAO and Bankless DAO to see who will be our top referral over the next few months. In terms of the token,
ooh, maybe we should throw down some sort of gauntlet to like see what they got. You know,
that would certainly be an interesting contest. I like the idea.
A prize or something.
Yeah.
Super. Gamify it.
Inside of 1 month, and we'll do like set it at like March 1st or something, so that everybody who's together at ETH Denver can throw eyes at each other, like competitive.
It's kind of like Survivor Island Opolis Referrals Edition.
and do a bracket that times up with March Madness. I like it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We come up with some fun ideas on these calls.
Yeah.
So CoinGecko still has not updated the market cap, but interestingly, Nansen thinks that our market cap is 23.5 million, based partially on the CoinGecko data, I'm guessing. But the token price is right now at 6.75 cents. We had a few sales in the past week, but for the most part, and the thing that I'm most proud of is that the vast majority of addresses, almost all of them, have held the token for at least 90 to 365 days. So there's a little graph that Nansen gives you. It's in the agenda. We have a few people who are new and have just acquired the token, which is cool. But for the most part, they don't move. They sit in the dashboard. They do exactly as they're incentivized to do. I don't know what the specific, and maybe Eddie, I don't know if you have this number off the top of your head, but we have this concept in staking. It's not APR and it's not APY because it's not annual. It's APE, accrual per epoch, a concept we invented here in Opolis. And that is, if you stake a token in the dashboard how much of a return are you going to get by through our tokenomics, which would be as we're going to do 5 epochs. So that's 5 million tokens that are going to be distributed to the stakers of the dashboard, of which I think there's like what, 20 something million. So if you're staking 20,000 tokens, that's like 1%, right? So that's 1% of
It's 25
5 million of 5 million
for 5
tokens.
epochs.
Yeah, but only 1 million out of each of those 5 million goes into the
You're right.
staking. So 1 million, what's man, you lost my thread, my thread. My math's already not
My
good.
fault.
No, it's okay. So if you stake 20,000 out of 20 million, that's 1%. You're gonna earn 1% of 1 million. That's 10,000 tokens. That's a 50% APE, right? Did I do that right? Earning 10,000 on 20,000.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty rare occurrence, though, given that we don't hit 5 epochs normally. The normal percentage, I would say, has been 10 to 20%.
So we're talking about 10 to 20% APE. And if we wanted to annualize it, not saying that it would be the same for 2022 as it was in 2021, but we hit 13 epochs in 2021, didn't we? So that's like 130 to 200% APY. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say it was over 100%.
So stakers in the dashboard earned over 100% APY. That's really cool.
Another good companion metric might be how much ACPV would need to grow in order to make the 1% fee covered by the work token staking.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
I'm guessing
okay.
it's pretty low, with the current economics. So that'd be an awesome thing. Yes, there's a 1% fee that goes to be basically to making everything happen, and also it's exceedingly likely that you'll get that back in terms of work tokens.
I don't know how to do that math immediately. Let's say you ran $100,000 in payroll. That would be $1,000 that you'd owe in the whole year. And $1,000 of work is how many work? 70,000 work? Did I do that right?
So at 17 or at 7 cents, it'd be about 15,000 tokens, 14,000.
So you'd only have to earn 15,000 tokens to cover the 1% fee, which it sounds like you do if we hit a couple epochs. And the way to guarantee that we hit epochs is to help add new members to the ecosystem, because as we grow, we hit more epochs. The faster we grow, the faster we hit more epochs. It's wild how the moon math works, right? It's almost like this was designed to incentivize adding value to the cooperative. I wonder which two jerks thought of that.
I plead the fifth, sir.
Cool. That is. Does anyone have questions on community? Otherwise, my report is good. Ready to hand it off. John, founders update.
Yeah, founders update. So we are really doing a great job as sort of in a lot of areas. My sort of overall vision and sort of thinking around the community and the community development is the most important thing at this point, because if we're going to scale to the next level, the next level of maturity, we've got to be able to scale our community more fluidly, which is going to be squarely around the concept of referrals. So coming back to Josh's community update, one of the things that you're going to see is a lot of emphasis and focus being put on referrals and incentivizing referrals. So please, keep that in mind. It's not the unit cost economics of us as a centralized organization, like building a quote sales team to go out and sell this product is very expensive and very difficult to do. Whereas sort of the Web3 way is all about building community. But in order for that to happen, we've got to have it on top of mind for you, one, and properly incentivize, number two. So keep an eye out for a lot of those things. Additionally, we're looking at other community activities that we can, bring in outside partners for, in terms of like, building support for the token, building support for product integrations, building support for lots of different things that are just going to reinforce our community foundation that we have. So again, more to come on all of those things. But it's a very exciting time. I mean, to hit 5 epochs in one month, one cycle is insane. I'm also looking forward to increasing the difficulty because I do think that, in order to provide the appropriate support for the token long view, we've got to have really smart token economics and making sure that we've got the appropriate market support, in addition, just how we manage the supply and all of those kinds of things. So just a lot happening, a lot coming. We've come a long way, but we've still got a long way to go. And so we've got economic sustainability inside the community, meaning, that we can sustain ourselves without the need of, liquidating treasury or outside capital or whatever it might be. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. So that's all for me. I don't have a lot of specific things to cover today. The only other thing that I would say is make sure that as part of the community that you come to the Opolis happy hour event that's happening on Tuesday, the 15th in Denver. I just toured the space yesterday. It is absolutely beautiful. We're going to have there's going to be a specific members appreciation area that will be members only. So those that are exploring Opolis as a new member will have a huge bar area, super big social space, free drinks, everything. But then there will be a private sort of like members only lounge just down the stairs. It's very cool, very open. There'll be some chess happening and some other things just to socialize and kind of like spend some time with the community and just to demonstrate our appreciation. So come find us, make sure that you come. I mean, this is going to be one of the best social events, learning opportunities and community building events of the whole year. And we'd love to see you. So with that, I'm going to move into a legal update with Yev and pass the microphone to her.
Thank you so much. I don't have much of an update. So following up on our last conversation on Board of Steward policies that will be proposed to the community at large and crowdsourced from the community. I hope to get a couple of points out in Discord before our next meeting. So just kind of working on that in the pipeline. Also, we're going to refresh some of our terms for the commons just on the legal side. Yeah, not too much to report. I'll be available at ETH Denver for kind of 15-minute scheduled sessions to talk about joining the commons as a member and some of the legal considerations around setting up an LLC and where to set it up and other requirements there. So we'll be putting out some more information on that and availability and scheduling.
Well, thanks, Yev, for that. Appreciate the update. Now, back to kind of ETH Denver just real quick and what Yev mentioned about the 15-minute consultation sessions. Yev is a rock star. She's offering these, or the community is offering these 15 minutes consultation sessions to people who need advice on, things like where to incorporate and how to structure and all these things that you've got to do for Opolis. So if you've got friends that are Opolis curious, like bring them along, and like get them in touch with Yeb, get them a 15-minute conversation, and they should have all of their answers to the tests they need to become members. So take advantage of that for sure. Thanks, Yeb. So I guess with that, we're at the end of the scheduled agenda. Do we want to open the floor for questions?
Sure, although I don't know where they'd be coming from. The
Yeah, I
live
was gonna
stream.
say that's a good question, because like now that we have multiple platforms going, it's not as easy as just looking at the who's got their hand raised or whatever.
Well, so the live stream, the chat is disabled, so I need to figure that out.
So maybe we figure that out for next week.
Yeah, and one of the cool things, Joshua, about this Restream is that it does consolidate into a single Discord using the Discord integration bot. So like, I think during the course of this, there was, because I've been monitoring the TheDAOHack, and I did see somebody had a comment, and it was just basically saying hi from LinkedIn as well as Discord. So that does have that capability to make it easy to aggregate into a single channel there on Discord. Any comments or questions?
We're live on LinkedIn right now?
We are on my personal one, and then like that would be a real easy way to share a post from my LinkedIn here on the Opolis channel so that it can go to the entire Opolis audience there, and I'll get you that link so that you can do that.
Ooh, that's cool. We'll have to. I imagine there's a way for us to stream this directly from the Opolis LinkedIn.
Absolutely, and that's again one of the value propositions of this. Because go ahead, I heard Tyler wanting to chime in. She does all of the LinkedIn stuff, so she's the LinkedIn queen.
Oh, so I was going to say there's a couple of easy promotions. One is if you have over 150 followers on your LinkedIn page, you're eligible to stream directly to that page. That's their only limitation. If you're over that, you're good. The other thing is if your members, either your stewards or whoever you want, if you want to grow that way, you can let people self-identify as Opolis members, community members, or board of stewards or active contributors, or whatever titles you give out. You can make those available to your community and let them update or do product updates to promote the community that way. It's a really easy way to engage people professionally.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on the page. It looks like we have 1,400 followers. Cool. We'll have to figure that out not during the meeting, but we can figure out how to stream that to our page for next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, well, during the pre-show, Tyler, you mentioned that you have some questions about how things work, but I don't remember what they were.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to figure out how to turn the questions on and get that ready for next week.
Yes, I booked, so there's a 15-minute segment before the Board of Stewards meeting starts so instead of eating into the Board of Stewards meeting, I'll have the pre ready to go so that we can start the Board of Stewards meeting at the top of the hour. So that'll be ironed out for next week. And then I imagine the next thing on our agenda, we should probably figure out ETH Denver timing, because I imagine there's some meetings that are going to be canceled or postponed. And do we want to front load the agenda for next week or the week after, be in anticipation of not meeting for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think we'll just make some announcements on what the scheduling is going to be as we kind of make decisions there.
Okay. Bill, do you want to tell us about life in the time of Rona?
Now let's not make him talk. It's torture. Well, everybody send positive vibes to Bill for a speedy recovery. Much love to the community. If you have questions, please come to Discord and post them there. If you have issues, please come to Discord and put a ticket in. And by all means, engage in conversation there. I mean, we are going to be increasing the activity from the core team side and just engagement components, conversation, asking for feedback, et cetera, et cetera. So keep an eye out, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Cool. You want to shut the live stream down?